Refeed. What is it? Does it help you? What are some other fat loss tactics that I could give you to get better results? That's what we're talking about today on Protein Power. I'm Ryan Milton from Team Flex. You're on my show, Protein Power. Every Monday, I come right here on Team Flex TV and we break down everything all about your nutrition. I'm trying to help you get results out there, and that's exactly why I really would appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. Just hit this button right here and share out the video if you get anything out of it. It helps me a lot. You guys really trying to ramp up this channel, get some more volume, get some more growth. So at any point in time, if you got ideas or things you want me to do, please comment them below. We're talking today about refeeds and other fat loss tactics. Okay, refeeds are something that as a coach I implement all the time, but a lot of people don't understand what it is, right? Is it a cheat meal? Do you go order a pizza? You know, what are you looking to do? And what's the purpose of it? What is it actually for? Why would you want to eat more calories when you're trying to burn fat, right? And the school of thought with all this comes down to the fact that if we're on a fat loss diet, we're trying to do whatever, you know, we're trying to lean out, just look better for whatever reason. Maybe we're going to stage, we got to get to stage level conditioning. Maybe it's summertime and you want to rock that beach bod on the beach, right? Something like that. You're trying to burn fat, and now you're in this mode where you're going, calories are cut, right? You gotta have low calories to burn fat. Maybe you're doing cardio to burn fat. Maybe you shifted your workouts to burn some fat. Maybe you've done all three of these things and you're on this fat loss. You're revved up, you're burning, but all of a sudden, things slow down. It's a dead halt. You're floating in the water. You're week after week doing your measurements, doing your pictures, but you're not seeing the change. Well, it could be a key sign that you might need a refeed, okay? And a refeed really is a calculated increase of specific macronutrients to make sure that we're gonna rev up that metabolism. We're gonna get a little jump start in those hormones and kind of restart this fat loss process. And you know, this goes against the thought of what a lot of people think, because obviously when you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to burn fat, you want to be in this calorie deficit. So obviously, you know, people think initially, at least, that if they're not getting progress, they need to do more cardio. They need to, you know, actually drop their calories lower. They need to do more with this and that and work out harder and take their workout from 2 hours to 3. But no, in reality, sometimes the best thing you can do when you stall off is actually rev the engine back up and, you know, have some more food. So when I'm doing refeeds on Team Flex, the way that I do this is very individual to each person. You know, we have people doing their specific macros, proteins, carbs, fats. We have them tracking it specifically for their physique and their goals. And then I'm looking at their profile. I'm looking for some indicators, okay? When, you know, your fat loss is stalled off, maybe we're not seeing progress as much, maybe you're feeling just your energy's low, you're feeling tired, the gym workouts are not the same, you're not getting pumped up, you're, you know, less motivated, it could be time to refeed. And what I do when I do a refeed is mostly carbohydrates, right? So we take the carbs and we up them. And depending on where this person's at, you know, I might do it with 50 grams for that day on top of their normal intake. I might do it 200 grams that day on top of the normal intake. I've had guys that give 600 grams, you know, on their normal intake when they got them fast metabolisms. It's just, you know, a refeed. You're upping those calories for that day to really kind of rev the engine up, right? As you diet, as you go down, a lot of people don't know this, but your metabolism slows down over time. No matter what, when you're dieting down, your metabolism is slowing down to meet that caloric need, right? And if your calories are lower, because we need to burn fat, then all of a sudden we get into a spot where now you have a slower metabolism, and the only way to get it to fire back up is to eat some more. And this is like a one-day thing, you know, where I'll say, hey, go increase your carbs today, maybe a little fats here, we're gonna increase those. Normally, refeeds don't involve much, you know, increase in protein, no need for that, but go eat these and then back on track with these macros tomorrow. And consistently, what I'll see is people lose more body fat after doing a refeed. Literally, they will all, you know, do their check-ins the next week and they will have lost another couple pounds. They look leaner, they feel better, they're pushing the workouts harder, they're getting better pumps, they're more motivated again. All comes from just a simple one-day increase in macros. So really good tactic to utilize when you're on prep, really good tactic to utilize when you're trying to, you know, focus on a fat loss, weight loss goal, really good tactic to do no matter what for fat loss. It's just there, and you want to make sure you're doing it the right way and you understand how to implement it. it can be challenging to know when to do these things, but if you hit those markers that I just gave you, you know, and then you go into it modestly, I wouldn't say, okay, give yourself 500 carb increase, you know, start with 100. And that's on top of your normal intake, by the way, not just 100 carbs, right? You want to add that to your normal intake and see how you feel, see what feels better, you know, and experiment over time. And if you have a coach that can help you, that's immensely beneficial, because that'll just be a huge advantage for you no matter what. As far as the other, you know, fat loss tactics that go on these kind of diet downs, these fat loss preps, is just basically making sure that, you know, over time you're gauging your progress. You're making sure that you're doing consistent check-ins, you're keeping everything consistent. And here's the number one hack after refeeds that I give people is focus more on your sleep. Okay, make sure you're getting ample amounts of sleep. The amount of people that go into any type of goal, whether it's contest prep, fat loss, weight loss, whatever, they don't prioritize their sleep, it's insane. And that is usually gonna be one of the number one factors holding you back from, you know, burning more fat. So if you find yourself at a standstill, you find yourself at, you know, a hold up, you know, figure out how to get more quality sleep. Get 8 hours a night. Get some naps in there if you can. The body does a lot of fat burning while you're sleeping. And obviously the more that you're well rested, the better your body feels, the better it operates, the more that you're going to be able to burn fat. All right. So there's a couple tips, a couple tricks. If you got questions on this, please come over to my free trial at teamfflex.com and subscribe to that. You can check that out there. Me or one of my coaches can show you some of this, talk with you about this, show you some workouts for your goals. It's a great thing and it's totally free, all right? Thanks for watching Protein Power. I'm Ryan Milton from Team Flex. Be back tomorrow for the Iron Palace. Coach Rye is out.